Unfortunately, the emulators don't work on my PC very well. They keep bumming the machine, and so I am going to use screenshots for this next video about my city being zeroed. So I decided to make a farming city, and well, as soon as my shield came down, someone decided to zero it. Now, this is really important to take a look at because it was one of the stupidest moves a person could make. They did it for very little resources and it cost them far more in resources, let alone me as well, for healing my troops. But I came back to my city, I saw that I had a huge amount in the hospital. I kind of figured something would happen, but I just went ahead and instead of screen capturing that, I just went ahead and healed the troops. I do remember it cost about 1.3 million in resources. Um, Maybe a little more. I can't remember. I'm not worried about it. My hospitals did not get maxed. No one was killed in my city. So, not a big deal, except for the fact that, of course, it was a stupid move to do and totally unnecessary. Now, of course, this is the person who attacked me, and our wonderful counselor was letting me know that my friends and allies were sending me resources because I was attacked by a legendary. And so even though it cost me 1.3 million for healing, I did get close to 800,000 in resources for the healing, as well as one 5-minute healing speed up. I didn't worry about the healing speed up. And you can see my hospital capacity reached 70%, so I got a warning also about the fact that I needed to ramp up my hospital. But, all my troops were severely injured, so the fact that my hospital was 70% means my hospitals were not above capacity, which is a good thing. But I do keep my hospitals as high as I can. So these are the reports, and I'm going to take a look at the reports and the statistics as far as the number of dead he incurred. He got 162.1 thousand stone. Hardly seems worth it, especially considering the number of dead he got. Now, mind you, my city is only a level 9. My wall was only a level 8. My watchtower was only a level 5. Let me take a quick look at who my commanders were. My commanders were a level 10 Charles Martel and a level 12 Pelagius. So, I'm not a strong city. If he were a stronger city, the damage could have been far worse. Maybe I should put a screenshot in of what his city is, but I remember his power was at about 370,000. It wasn't very high at all. So the fact that he's probably a brand new player, or it's a brand new city of an experienced player who just likes to attack cities. Some brand new players just love to attack other smaller cities that are weaker than them. And I am certainly weaker than him since my city at the moment is only 140,000 in power. So, not a smart move, but here are the number of archers, number of cavalry, number of infantry from that report. Here's another report with more dead, and the number of archers, cavalry, and infantry. Another report with more dead. Now mine are very low level, and his are pretty high level in comparison, but not high enough considering he's attacking a city, so he's gonna have dead. So here are more of his dead. Here's more dead on this report. And yes, I'm tallying these up because I do have a table that I did a tally on the number of resources it cost him to train up all his replacement troops. So here's 116 dead. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, there they are. I was going to say I didn't add those in, but yes, I did. Here they are. And so here's a final report showing that I'm zeroed, but of course that just means everyone's in the hospital. And it's going to cost me resources to heal them, but I'm not zeroed as far as, my resources, whatever was in my storehouse was untouched. And all he took was 162,000 of stone. And here's another report. Okay. So this is what it costs to train up a level 2. All of his were level 2. So this is what it costs to train up a level 2 archer. For 300, it's 30,000 wood, 22,500 stone. For 350 infantry, 35,000 food, 35,000 wood. For 300 cavalry, 30,000 food, 22,500 stone. So I put those into a table with all of his dead from his reports. This is the total number he lost, almost 6,000 troops. I say this for the equation for training because I divided this by 300, I divided this by 300, and I divided this by 350. Then, if you multiply this by the amount of resources needed, this was what he needed for troop replacement. This is what he needed for troop replacement. This is what he needed for troop replacement. So he needed to spend 1.1 million in resources to train up the replacement troops for the 162,000 stone that he took from me. The equation, it just doesn't add up. It cost him 6 times more in resources than it did for what he got. Now, he'll get kill points if that is of value to him to have the kill points, but at the level of his city, it doesn't make any difference. He can't go to KVK anytime soon. So, well, maybe he can. Maybe he is a level 16 and plans to go to KVK at 300,000 whatever power, less than 400,000 power. Who knows? He seems not smart enough. I decided to post it on Kingdom Chat. Had a little bit of fun with that. Not everyone, HRBL was encouraging me to share it by email to the King Ivan. To which my response was, are you living in a fantasy world? I'm not in his inner circle. He could care less. And to be honest, at this low level of a city, his low level, my low level, it doesn't make a difference. It only costs the kingdom, 2.5 million in resources? Big whoop-de-doo, right? That's pennies, pocket change to HRBL and their ilk. But it was fun to see the repartee going back and forth. I'm not going to put it in here. I don't want to put anyone on the spot, but it's obvious that whoever's paying attention to Kingdom Chat, they're not paying attention so much to Lost Kingdom Chat as they are Kingdom Chat, and not a whole lot of respect for the leaders. But it was pointed out, what a waste of money. Absolute waste of resources, I should say, because that's the money of this game. One person did mention, this is a war game. I'm like, actually, no. It's a strategy game. It's not a war game. But they talked about rules for the kingdom to make it so it would be civilized and all this stuff. It was kind of amusing to see the back and forth dialogue. It just shows that, as has always been the case in this particular kingdom, there is not a whole lot of unity. The one thing, though, that is interesting is at least there's not the nasty attacking going on in Kingdom Chat now, because all of the bullies have gone to Lost Kingdom and they're not paying attention to Kingdom Chat, it seems. Very few people are in Kingdom Chat. They're all in Lost Kingdom Chat. And even there, it's toned down a little bit because the other kingdoms don't talk smack like Kingdom 69 does, so they're not getting the kind of responses that they like. At least I don't think they're getting the kind of responses that they like because, well, just my experience with this kingdom. So the Kingdom of Bullies continues, and I definitely will, I don't know if I'm going to pay any attention to this city. I was going to stay somewhat active in 69. I don't see the point. It's a lost kingdom. It truly is. It's just, they may think they're winning the war in the Lost Kingdom, but who knows? Maybe they'll win this KVK one, but oh my word. What a joke. What an absolute joke. But I feel bad for Frankie City, whoever is the one that attacked me, because he's just not a smart player yet. But I'll share this, Frankie Magic. I will share this with him because, he deserves to see what it cost him, and maybe by watching this video, he'll get a clue that, attacking cities, it's not really a very smart move, even if you appear stronger than them, because you kill more troops. So, for now, I'm wishing you Godspeed and signing out.